Well, what we're doing is we're distributing everything that we can. So supply is dictating the availability, and I would just note that already we've distributed over 106,000 doses to Queensland, and to their credit, they've already administered 59,000 of those. So there's a significant amount which has been distributed just to that state, that one particular state authority, another 65,000 coming to that state authority this week. So 106,000 already distributed, 59,100 administered by the Queensland government, and another 65,000. So the interesting thing here, of course, is that many people thought, well, we should just get our vaccines from overseas. We didn't trust that supply. And I remember the discussions in August last year. There were those who said, particularly when we were talking with different companies, "I will deliver," and we didn't know what the issues would be, but we just presumed that in an uncertain world there was a risk, and that's why we developed a sovereign vaccine manufacturing capability. And that's why people like Dr. Nick and Joan and Kaching, who are here, are able to administer vaccines because we developed the CSL capability as well as the international supplies. And we've had international supplies. Yep, there's been significant disruptions to the international supplies, as we see right across Europe, as we're seeing in other countries. But we have the security, and what that security has done, as these supplies has come on board, we've been able to almost double our vaccinations in 1 week, and will continue to grow at a rapid pace. Now, I think also there's Pat.
The initial target was 4 million vaccines by the end of March. What's your current best guess, and will we have even passed 1 million by then?
Well, I think what we'll see is that that, of course, was dependent upon 3.8 million units coming from overseas. On January the 25th, we revised that. Sometimes that January 25th revision is lost in the discussion, I'll put it that way. So that's well over 2 months ago that was changed on the basis of a massive global supply disruption. And that was before Europe began to block the distribution of vaccines. So we'll see how the general practice rollout goes. Frankly, this last week was better than my best hopes, given the supply challenges in terms of actually, literally, physically getting it to people in parts of New South Wales and Queensland because of the rains. The distribution companies safely made sure that the distributions occurred. The doctors and the practice managers and the nurses were able to put them in place. And what we'll see is a continued acceleration of those vaccinations, and we'll judge the performance, and we'll continue to provide guidance. But the latest guidance I have is we remain on track for all of the first doses before the end of October, knowing again that as people come of age or people decide late, we'll keep an ongoing program, which we've said on many, many occasions, whether it's through each of the phases or more generally, simply because some people will have confidence late, they may have been ill, they may not have been in a position, they may not have been of age, but for everybody who is seeking the vaccine, our guidance remains first doses by the end of October.